Visual Arts 1 is the introductory course to the 2D art track, and it focuses on principles and for designing 2D art, and it uses different mediums.
Students interested in exploring art through drawing and painting would be a good fit for this course. The 2D track is designed to prepare students for the AP 2D Design Portfolio or AP Drawing courses their senior year.
In this class we did things like watercolor, and we worked on a sketchbook, and we did different paintings and
We've done
Zentangle.
some origami, you have sketchbook projects to work on.
A lot of different things.
Basically a mix of everything.
I'm currently taking Visual Arts 2, and we do, it's predominantly a lot of just working with the visual medias of art, so that's drawing, painting, and occasionally we will study artists, and do keeping up sketchbooks is also very important.
It's a pretty rigorous class, but like there's enough time for you to finish your work as well as like pretty fun to do.
In drawing class, we draw things, mostly working on compositions and just the way that we can make things come across with all the materials for drawings is charcoal and lead.
Ceramics is definitely my favorite. She lets you do basically really whatever you want. She just tells you like what you're making, and then you get to make it your style, you get to do it your color.
In painting 1, we started with watercolor, and then we moved on to acrylic, and then we're just about to do oil. And so they're all really different types of mediums, but it's been really great, like learning about how to mix all the colors and how they blend together.
We do a lot of different projects. We have all different styles, and we use different types of metals, and there's a lot of different methods you can do with the metals. Like we saw shapes out of it sometimes, and then we can do things like you can patina the metal, and which dyes it different colors. And there's all different types. We do leather work sometimes. It's just all different things that we can do that all turn out really cool, and you can make it as simple or as intricate as you want it to be.
Graphics, well, we're taught the basics of both Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, and we, learn other basic art stuff like how value works and all that other kind of stuff. I like to do a lot of vector art that Miss Holland lets us do. It's just like a lot of simple like flat colors, but when you put it all together like layers, it just turns out really nice, like a modern looking art kind of art. So it's really interesting.
Well, AP art is the advanced placement art course. Basically, what it is you have a whole bunch of breath pieces that you have to do, which is like a whole bunch of different mediums and styles and subjects. And then you have your concentration, which is a theme that you pick out at the beginning of the year. You make a whole bunch of different pieces based off of the theme.
IB is a very challenging class, but it's very rewarding. Like, you choose a theme at the beginning of the year, and you have to follow that theme throughout the year and relate it to different cultures. And my favorite part about IB is that you have to do a lot of research for each piece before you even start. And it seems like that would be kind of a hassle, but I actually really like that because you learn a lot about art history and different artists, and it's really good if you're trying to find your voice as an artist.
I have a bunch of rigorous classes or courses I have to take, and I come to this class and I express my creativity and just forget about all the other stressful homework and stuff that I have in my other classes.
Well, we have 3 band classes and 1 percussion class, and they are all ranked by level, not by class. So if you are just starting, there's a class for you, and if you are really great, we have a class for that too.
Right now I'm taking Intro to Band. I'm also in 7th period for the percussion class, as I've recently switched from clarinet to percussion, and I am in theory for music.
Well, marching band is probably the most fun thing you can do in band, I would say. You get to practice almost every day with all the people that you will have close friendships with, and you learn about how you can work as a collective to make huge impacts, and you get to perform on insanely large scales. It's pretty great.
Okay, so we have this program called Indoor Percussion. It's in the off season of marching band, so when marching band's not going on, we have indoor groups going on. And what indoor percussion is this ensemble with just percussion inside performing on a floor. And we go to a couple competitions there, and we see professional drum lines, and we get to see like their level of musicianship, and it's a really fun experience.
I really didn't know about high school, and I thought it was going to be hard and people would make fun of me because of my skills at the time, but no matter what it is, we have a class for you and everyone's extremely accepting.
If you're in wind ensemble or band in general, you have lots of friends, and more than that, you actually gain a family and people that you can connect with and talk about whatever you need. If you ever need academic help, you can get it there, but you can also learn tons of leadership skills, and it's really just more than just like band. It's everything you would ever need in high school.
So we have first period women's choir, and then we have second period, it's like mixed choir, just like the younger choir, and then we have chamber choir, which is for upperclassmen, and basically the higher level of the class, the more complicated literature you sing and perform, but they're all fun, you learn the same, it's just like the level of difficulty of music that you perform. People that, especially younger students that don't have the ability to read music, definitely learn how to do it very quickly. Mr. Grizzle's really good at teaching. So we have 2 or 3 concerts throughout the year, and usually there's just 1 rehearsal per concert, so you're only staying after school 2 or 3 times a year and then going to 2 or 3 concerts and performing at them. So all of my best friends are from choir. I've met them freshman year and I've just stuck with them. So it's really a family, and you really enjoy all of the time you spend with the people.
I've taken musical theater class since I was a freshman, and coming into the class I was super nervous and I didn't know at all what to expect, because in my middle school we only had drama and chorus, so like I was kind of curious as to what a musical theater class would be like, but as soon as I got in I fell in love. This year we do our shows out of the musical theater class, so we were able to do You're in Town and Elf and Oliver, which have been super duper fun and give you so much opportunity on stage to really learn how to be an actor or actress and to be comfortable in shows and stuff.
So in tech class, we kind of prepare for the show that's going to happen and do the extra stuff that we can't do after school. So say we need to figure out what color something needs to be so we can go straight out and buy it after school, or we need to build a very quick set piece so we can start painting it immediately after. Lighting up in the booth is like, I would design some of it before rehearsal starts, so that way Grizz would give me an idea, and then when rehearsal starts I can remember like, oh, he said that at this line I need to turn this light on, and then it goes a lot faster. It's one of the best things that I've ever done in my life is do technical theater. So
when I was in middle school, I thought that in order to be a thespian, like be in theater, you had to sing and dance, like be in all the shows. But then I came into intro drama, and I learned that you don't really need to, do the whole thing to feel better about yourself when you take the class. I was really, really shy before I took advanced drama. I passed out during a presentation once because I was so terrified. But through the class, you learn to feel more confident with yourself and just overall more confident about how you feel in front of other people. Okay, I was part of my first play in intro drama, a play called Zinc about talking zebras. I wasn't really worried about it first because I had a relatively small part, but then I got pushed up to a much bigger part. And overall, it was very nerve-wracking because I actually ended up messing up on my opening night. But when we finished, I had this feeling like I could do anything in the world. Like after that, I could, talk to my Spanish class about vacations, and I could read a paper to my lit class. And I think that when you take a theater class, even if it's not something that has to do with dancing on stage and all that, I think you can use it in other presentations. Even if you don't go into theater as into college and later in your life, it will impact you in a really positive way.
So we learned about a lot of acting methods that have been taught throughout the ages, and I really, before this class, had a surface level knowledge about all of these things. So it was really cool to go in depth about all of the different acting methods and find out which one was better for me. And you may not be an actor, but you may be interested in acting, or you may be wanting to get into acting. This is the class that you want to take, because there's nothing bad about it, really.
It also really gives you a family. Coming in freshman year, it's really, really nerve-wracking because you don't know who you're going to be friends with or like what's going to happen, because there's so many new kids that you haven't met before. But our drama program here does a great job of hooking you up with some cool new friends and really giving you that comfort you need to be able to be yourself in high school and to have that core group who's going to support you all 4 years.